In late September and early October 2025, Guangdong province in southern China was struck by catastrophic flooding after days of heavy rain culminated in the sudden breach of a major reservoir dam. The surge overwhelmed river channels and levees, sending torrents through residential areas, farms, and industrial zones. Prefectures including Heiwan, Shaoguan, and Meizhou reported severe inundation and infrastructure collapse. Local emergency authorities declared the situation critical and activated an elevated disaster response. Provincial rescue teams, local fire brigades, and military engineers were deployed to coordinate evacuations, deliver supplies, and conduct search and rescue operations. Tens of thousands of residents were relocated from low-lying zones, and dozens of schools, stadiums, and community centers were repurposed as temporary shelters to house displaced families. Medical teams treated flood-related injuries and provided public health support.
冲走我呀！找八卦已经冲走我，不是我。你看，这我八卦已经不行了。喂。
Eyewitnesses described a rapid, devastating wall of water following the dam breach, which trapped residents in low-lying neighborhoods and cut off major roads. First responders used helicopters, inflatable boats, and high-clearance vehicles to reach stranded individuals. Many people sought refuge on rooftops and higher ground until relief arrived. Communications and power networks suffered substantial damage, complicating rescue coordination and slowing emergency response. The flooding caused extensive damage across urban and rural sectors. Homes were submerged, bridges and roads were washed out, and thousands of hectares of cropland were inundated. Several industrial facilities halted operations due to flooding and power loss, with preliminary reports indicating interruptions to manufacturing and logistics that may affect supply chains. Early assessments indicate immediate direct economic losses in the billions of yuan, with total losses potentially higher. Hydrological and structural teams are assessing the causes of the dam breach. While extreme rainfall and saturated catchments were major factors, investigators are reviewing maintenance logs, spillway operations, and design aspects to determine whether structural defects or management lapses contributed. The event has renewed concern among water resource specialists about the resilience of aging hydraulic infrastructure amid intensifying weather patterns, and calls for strengthened inspection regimes have intensified. Public health and environmental risks are being prioritized in recovery efforts. Floodwaters can carry industrial contaminants, sewage, and agricultural pollutants into rivers and groundwater, risking drinking water safety and ecosystems. Authorities are conducting extensive water quality testing, mobilizing waste management teams, and distributing bottled water, purification tablets, and sanitation supplies to affected communities to mitigate immediate hazards. Government response emphasizes life-saving measures and stabilizing critical systems. Provincial officials have requested additional support from central agencies for extended rescue operations, debris clearance, and temporary housing. Early focus has been on restoring power to hospitals and shelters, reopening key transport corridors, and re-establishing communications to enable relief logistics and public information. International humanitarian actors and domestic NGOs have offered assistance and coordinated with provincial authorities. Humanitarian organizations and volunteer networks have mobilized to provide food, blankets, hygiene kits, and psychosocial support. Coordination between government agencies and civil society is essential to ensure efficient aid distribution and to prioritize vulnerable households, including the elderly, children, and those with medical needs. Looking forward, experts recommend a comprehensive review of flood risk management policies, dam safety protocols, and emergency preparedness. Strengthening early warning systems, modernizing reservoir monitoring, and investing in resilient infrastructure are critical to reduce future risk. The Guangdong disaster highlights the urgent need for adaptive planning where urban growth, land use change, and extreme weather intersect.
Việt Nam miền Đông cả lại này á.
Không nói ama lý à, không xin đang ama là tháng gì mà.
Này, có sao?
Thank you for watching and staying informed. Our thoughts are with the communities affected by this disaster. If this report was useful, please like, share, and subscribe for updates and in-depth coverage. Your support helps sustain timely, accurate reporting when it matters most. Stay safe and take care.